colleagues, dear guests, please take your seats. We will be beginning the event very soon.
Доброго дня, шановні гості.
Good morning, dear participants, friends, partners. It's my pleasure to welcome you to our event. We'll be presenting the results of the program. The topic will be support to the energy resilience for medium, micro, and small enterprises. Before we start our event, I'd like to say that actually we understand that our military are standing for us. Unfortunately, we have lots of casualties and losses. And now let's have the minute of silence.
Дякую.
Thank you. And I will continue. We'll be presenting the results of the program for the support of micro and small and medium companies support. This program was starting in the beginning of this year, and then we launched the first contest for the businesses. It is funded by the Kingdom of Norway as well as by Germany, 2 million euros was the amount channeled for this program. Actually, this program has been implemented together with GIZ, and we work together with our bank partners, Bank, Oshad Bank, Ukres Bank, and Bank Lviv. This is, let's say, our eyes across Ukraine, and in the very short timing, actually, we covered the entire territory of Ukraine and gave support for more than 140 enterprises in Ukraine. And in order to highlight the key message, I would like actually invite you to see the video on the history of the businessman, entrepreneur, who actually was supported through this program. Alexei Goncharov, entrepreneur from the east, and now we are based in the Bucha town, and we here started the restaurant Zaverta. It's the idea of his wife. Actually, she designed this program, and me actually implemented this program. Zaverta is a salad dish that is rolled in tortilla with egg omelette. In 2 minutes, it is ready for our clients. It's decorated with greenery, and we serve it with veggies and fish. It's really good for your health and nutritious. In the field of public catering, we started our work in Stahanov back to 2008. We started the street food business, but in 2014, after Lugansk region annexation, we left everything. We left our housing, we left our business, and back in 2022, we left also the place we were based because of the war. We understand that our pathway is really the way of those who are very strong. All our team is made up by those from those who left in the east. We have lots of problems with electricity outages because it's a big problem. All these outages have very bad consequences on the equipment. From the internet resources, we got the information on the grant-supported programs. Actually, the form of application is very understandable, and actually, we installed energy equipment, it's inverter, and we have the solar panels, and actually, no doubt, actually, with this equipment, we are really energy independent. We are very happy with this grant-supported program. We are very thankful for the program.
От, власне, коротко.
Actually, it's a very brief video, actually, and you see actually how Goncharovs actually had this success story. This married couple is with us, and we will have a discussion later, but I would like actually to open the floor for our partners. The floor is open to the representative of the representatives. He's the advisor of the Department of the Nonsense Support Program for Ukraine. This is Mr. Vetli Kosmovold.
Hi, good morning, Deputy Ministers, ladies and gentlemen, dear colleagues. Good morning from Oslo. On behalf of the Norwegian Agency for Development Cooperation and the Government of Norway, it's a great honor to welcome you to today's presentation of the results of the project Energy Resilience Support for Micro and Small Enterprises in Ukraine. This event marks a significant milestone in our collective efforts to strengthen Ukraine's small and medium-sized enterprises, which are vital to the country's economic recovery and long-term stability. Norway stands firmly alongside Ukraine in these difficult times. The ongoing war has brought unprecedented challenges, particularly for the energy infrastructure that Ukrainian businesses depend on to operate. Frequent power outages and disrupted supply chains have placed immense pressure on enterprises, threatening livelihoods and economic sustainability. However, Ukraine's SMEs have shown remarkable resilience, adapting and innovating in the face of adversity. This program that we're presenting today, co-financed by the government of Germany and us, and implemented under the React for Ukraine program, exemplifies the power of international collaboration in addressing these challenges. Through Norway's contribution of around 25 million Norwegian kroners, which is approximately 2.1 million euros, and Germany's substantial support, this initiative has provided targeted financial assistance to micro and small enterprises. Some of them are here today. By facilitating access to energy solutions and energy systems, storage systems, the project directly addresses one of the most critical obstacles facing Ukraine's businesses today: uninterrupted access to electricity. But at its heart, this program is about people, entrepreneurs, workers, and families whose livelihoods depend on resilient businesses. By helping to create and preserving jobs, this initiative demonstrates how even small enterprises can have a transformative impact on local communities, ensuring that hope and opportunity persist in the most challenging circumstances. And today, as we reflect on the achievements of this project, let us also look ahead to the opportunities that the project creates. The resilience of Ukrainian micro and small enterprises is a source of inspiration for us all over Europe, and their success is a critical component of the country's recovery. By continuing to support innovative projects like this, we can help to ensure that Ukraine's economy emerges stronger, more sustainable, and better prepared for the challenges tomorrow. And then lastly, I would like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to all our partners in this endeavor, and many of them are here today. The government of Germany, GIZ, Business Development Fund, but also the participating banks. Your dedication and expertise have been instrumental in turning this vision into reality. And then finally, let me reaffirm Norway's unwavering commitment to Ukraine in these challenging times. We are proud to stand with you, not only as a development partner through the Nansen Support Program for Ukraine, but also as a steadfast friend. Thank you.
Щиро дякуємо уряду Королівства.
Thank you very much for the representatives of the government of the Kingdom of Norway. And as I have said, this program was co-founded together with the government of Germany. Hagen Etner, Program Director, React for UA. The floor is yours.
Yeah, thank you very much for this nice introduction, and really very warm welcome today from Berlin, dear Deputy Ministers Telupa and Draganchuk, dear colleagues, partners, and guests. I'm really proud to be part of today's event, where we look back at what we achieved in a pretty short period of time. Valeri, you just mentioned it. I mean, it was basically in this a bit more than half a year that we managed to support 140 business entities with this grant support to install energy efficient solutions and decrease dependency from electricity outages. And when we look at the role of decentral and renewable energy systems in Ukraine today, it is really a vital topic and significant, not only due to the continuing damages of the centralized energy system, but also for the country's strategic energy goals. So where we are anyway looking to more towards green energy solutions and things like that. When we look at how we are contributing as GIZ to energy independence and energy security, we do quite a lot on behalf of the German government and also with co-funding from EU, and we have an own cluster of projects focusing on the energy sector. So there are projects around supporting the transition of coal regions, the promotion of green energy usage, also promoting energy efficiency and implementing the EU Energy Efficiency Directive and other things like that. So, of course, we in German Development Cooperation, we understand energy is very important. Now, with the project we are talking about today, of course, as you introduced already, this was part of our program React for Ukraine. So that's a private sector development program. So, of course, it had a very special focus. So on one hand, of course, it was to contribute to energy sustainability and recovery. But on the other hand, it was also about increasing the resilience of the Ukrainian economy to recurrent power outages and ensure business continuity of micro, small, and medium-sized enterprises. And how? This was, of course, by supporting them financially so that they can install these energy solutions at their own business. For business, the provision of these decentralized renewable energy has several dimensions. Of course, there is one at the micro level, and the video was quite impressive to look, what it means for a particular company to have the own solar panels and be independent of the grid. So at the micro level, it contributes to enhancing energy security and resilience of enterprise. It also reduces operational costs and supports operational stability and also employment. Just one example from our monitoring visits to the fields and our discussions with grantees was very impressive, that the installation of renewable energy solar stations helped business significantly to reduce electricity bills, which of course always plays a big part of business expenses. At the same time, when we look at the macro level, the energy independence and energy efficiency of the enterprise contributes to bigger changes, such as decentralizing the energy system, which is less susceptible to large-scale disruptions, stimulating economic recovery and growth. The investment in renewable energy creates jobs in the installation, of course, as well, and maintenance and related industries, which also fosters local economic development and local economic cycles. At the same time, it also helps promoting green reconstruction. Also plays a role in meeting EU integration requirements and mitigating environmental impact. When we look at the results and the achievements of this program, we are quite proud to see that within the program, more than 500 jobs were saved, a few created, including for veteran and IDPs, vulnerable groups, and so on. We also see that enterprises which have installed solar stations with the capacity of 20 kilowatt will save around 2,000 to 3,000 euros and can use them for investment in jobs, business improvements, and so on. And at the same time, they will reduce CO2 emissions by approximately 15,000 tons per year. We're also proud, and we'll I think talk about that a bit later, that we could leverage investments of approximately 1 million euros through the grant support by some kind of matched or subsidized loans. So where we didn't cover, like in the grant part, the whole amount for the energy efficient solution, but rather combine that grant component with a loan. So where we also see a kind of leverage and scaling mechanism we have there. And this increased investment directly contributing to higher production capacity, innovation, and ultimately economic growth. Yeah, we also, when we look at the regional distribution of this grant support, we see that more than 70% of the grants were used in regions of category 1, so where we had the most focus on, because there were the frequency of power outages and disruptions were the highest, that we actually could target them with this support. And that was Lvivska, Volinska, Sumska, Dnipropetrovska, Mykolaievska, Kharkivska, and Kirovogradska Oblast. And yeah, I think we'll hear a bit more about numbers and data throughout the event today. But how I would like to conclude is really thanking all our partners for the great collaboration we had, and which was instrumental and vital to make this project really a success. Of course, first of all, to our donors who funded this whole program. This is NORAD and the government of Germany. But there's also, yeah, to my team, which supported that, to the Business Development Fund, which quickly supported and developed this implementation mechanism. Thanks to our 4 partner banks, which became an integral part of the whole implementation mechanism, and which are, in the meantime, already really long-standing partners in our cooperation. And of course, thanks to all businesses which work and contribute to Ukraine's resilience and economic growth. And not to forget, of course, the very strong support we receive from our political partners, the Ministry of Economy, but also the Ministry of Finance, which really are very supportive, very constructive always, and see how they can make things happen and support and facilitate our work. So I think with this great combination and in this great partnership, we can really achieve a lot together, and I'm really looking forward to the rest of the event, where we can look a bit more into detail what we achieved. Thank you very much.
Дякуємо, Хаген. Дякуємо.
Thank you, Hagen. Thank you very much for your effective contribution. It's very nice that you have already actually mentioned those who will be invited for the opening remarks. Actually, all the programs that are implemented by the Entrepreneurship Development Fund, Business Development Fund, all this actually goes very strongly. Andriy Telupa, the Deputy Minister of Economy, Environment and Agriculture of Ukraine, and at the same time he is the head of the Supervisory Board of the Business Development Fund. It's my pleasure to be here because here actually we see what is the result and achievements of this program. It's a real result for the businesses. For the Ministry of Economy, it's very important to have the business and working. When sometimes people question the cost of this or that action, yes, it's true, it's the issue, but after the first year in war, after the first blackout, blackouts. Actually, we had an experience with the blackouts and outages, and we understand that in such environment and condition, we cannot guarantee the central power supply. And for us, it's very important to have our businesses and companies energy independent. And with this, for us, it's very important to have these programs in place. Actually, last year, we signed the memorandum with the Ukrainian banks. Actually, we proposed them to have the loan programs for such micro and medium businesses with the interest of 13%. And we see actually currently, I'd like to say, no doubt the situation is fluctuating, but for us it's very important actually to have business and enterprises investing in their energy resilience and independence. Yesterday, actually, we published a report on the different sources of generation because somebody decided that some of the programs that were announced earlier were not serious. But now we see that some programs were very critical, and over the 6 months, we actually built and commissioned actually 2 gigawatts of distributed and capacities for the businesses. And now we may see that we would have 2 nuclear power units, and actually that were commissioned, and actually they provided the distributed power across Ukraine. Consequently, also, we believe that this program is so good. It's a very successful program. We are very thankful to the government of Norway, to the government of Germany, GIZ, for their support to the programs. And we understand that it is also actually to have such programs around in Ukraine. And on our part, I would like to say that we are ready and to confirm our readiness for the support of such programs. We understand that only loan crediting resources are not sufficient for micro and small businesses. We understand that there are very different schemes that are workable. Actually, more than 500 jobs were saved thanks to this program, and no doubt these success stories should be scaled up, and no doubt together with the partners we can build up the system for the business growth, and we hope that with this actually we will reach our goals. We would like to thank all businesses that are working. Thank you very much.
Дякую, пане Андрій.
Thank you, Andriy. And I would like to invite and open the floor for the Deputy Minister of Finance, Mr. Yuri Draganchuk. He will highlight actually how we do work with the Ministry of Finance. Yuri, the floor is yours.
Дякую.
Thank you, colleagues, for the invitation for such event. It's nice to see representatives of the business which participated in this program. Actually, more than 140 businesses continue their work. It's very impressive, and I'm very thankful for those who are present here. You continue developing your business. We understand that that the Ministry of Finance should collect money and redistribute money for all the ministries. But we understand that actually micro and small businesses play a very important role in the economy. For us, sometimes really it's very difficult to appropriate and distribute available resources. We understand the Ministry of Defense, Ministry of Energy, also very important actor. We actually understand that always we work with the small available resources. For us, it's very important to highlight that we have very many donors who participated in this program. Government of Germany, government of Norway, they really did what they did in order to facilitate your day-to-day activities and life. It's important to mention that we have the Business Development Fund, which is very proficient and who have very proficient staff. They play a very important role. We understand, all these how to work on grant-supported programs. We should have some knowledge on this in order to facilitate this process. Thanks to the contribution of the Business Development Fund, really we did it, and actually. And no doubt, I hope one day Ukraine will have a victory. I would like to thank once again our partners, government of Germany, because very many other governments, when the war began, actually they they were ready before the war to fund this or that program, but when the war started, they actually gave up their plans, and for us it's very important. Government of Germany is our strong partner for more than 20 years. It's very important that the resources that were channeled by the German government to Ukraine increased fourfold, and I would like to thank the partners and business representatives at this forum. We are talking over a lot of the results of the program, and now let's get to these discussions. I would like to invite Yevgen Glaus. He's the manager of the program. Yevgen, the floor is yours. Dear colleagues, representatives of the banking sector, representative of businesses, actually, it's nice to be with you at this event. Actually, I was getting ready for this event, but we understand that I will be brief, and I will actually try to be brief, and will cover some topics. You know what was the objective of this program. We had two components. The first component, 10,000 euros in support of the micro businesses. And let's get to the most important part. It's the results of the program. Despite the war, actually, we are ready to give support to businesses very efficiently and effectively. In the framework of this work, we provided 140 grants, and they were redistributed between micro and small businesses. And these investments are workable today, and they actually allow us to enhance the energy resilience. And this actually measured as the 2,158 kilowatts of the general capacities that saved. No doubt, we saved lots of jobs. Over 8 veterans and 44 IDPs were job placed. These people actually had a very good chance not to be out of business. They were obtained in the businesses. One of the more aspects is that the business in this country becomes more and more inclusive. 38% are those our women who actually receive these grants. On this slide, you may see what were the purposes for the grant-supported programs, what are the economic sectors, where they used, and it is important that the purpose, actually 37% is the renewable energy resources, and the systems for energy conservations, energy equipment, energy effective equipment, and generators. It means that businesses would like to deploy the more independent models. To the economic activities, that is manufacturing, is going first, 41%, and other sectors like industries like trade, hotels and catering, and construction. Actually, for us, it's important to take a look on the map. 71% of the grants were channeled to the so-called red zone. Actually, this zone actually was mainly damaged when we speak about energy infrastructure in terms of outages and blackouts. And I'd like to mention that
який показує, що попри війну
this program actually shows us, despite all the challenges, despite all the difficulties we face today, business could be supported. It is given the support on a day-to-day basis, and it is the instrument for survival and business growth.
як команда
And we, as the staff of the fund, no doubt we will be working on that the support programs will be run, and they will be clear, understandable, and useful for all the businesses. I would like to thank all the partners. I would like to thank you for the support of Ukrainian business. Thank you, Evgen. And with this, probably we will close the official part, and then we will invite our entrepreneurs. Actually, they are the main actors on the screen of the program, on the stage of the program, and you saw that mainly they channeled resources for the renewable energy sources, and for the Ukrainian government, it's so critical. 41% of these resources was channeled to the manufacturing, and it's very critical. And thanks to our program and thanks to other programs, no doubt we actually have a focus on manufacturing, because in the manufacturing industry, actually, they create new jobs, and I would like to invite our key actors of this event, Pan Vasil Prokopchuk. Please, Vasil, get to the stage. Katerina Karovkina, she is actually engaged in medical practices, and no doubt I'd like to invite our married couple, Alexei and Irina Goncharovi, drive and hold Zavertai company.
Ну і перше питання таке знайомче, да, будь ласка, пару слів.
First of all, I would like, could you introduce yourself, where you're from, what actually you managed to implement, how this program did supported your businesses. Thank you very much. My name is Vasil. I'm veterinarian, and first of all, I would like to thank for the support, for the energy resilience and independence. For us, it's important because We understand that some people say that business is not supported by the government, but I say it's not true. The government does not interfere. The government gives us the support. The point is that we should admit that there are certain difficulties in our state, and for us it's very important to survive in order to have the growth after the war. Actually, I work in the veterinary sector. I have the veterinary pharmacy. And thanks to the program, we have the solar panels installed. We have veterinary clinic. We opened also the restaurant with my wife. We are planning to install the solar panels and accumulators there, and it will be a very good saving for us. But I would like to get back on the pharmacy. The fund actually supported us strongly because earlier we treated very differently all the funds because mainly we associated engagement of funds with some big companies, but not with micro and small enterprises. And then we have solar panels installed, 48 panels, 20 kilowatt capacity, and we had the inverter. And thanks to this, we have a very good life 24/7. And thank you. Thank you, Vasilis. Thank you, Katerina. Actually, my question goes to you, actually, what you have implemented. I'm from Mykolaiv region. I'm actually entrepreneur. I'm a doctor. I started my private business back to 2018 and gave support to the medical reform effort. Actually, we actually service 4,500 people, where there is 1,500 kids. We have lots of medical equipment. We have fridges where we save and actually we have the energy, electrical supported heating. That's why for us it was very critical when we have the massive attacks. We had lots of outages and blackouts at that time. At the time we bought the generator, but we understand that first of all you should fuel it when it works. We have lots of fumes and emissions. You know, we should have the person who will serve it. Actually, for us it's important to mention that it's not our first entry with the grant-supported programs. Earlier we participated in the grant-supported program on insulation of buildings where we are based. And this year, actually, we had the grant to have our power plant, and then it means that we will be fully energy independent and resilient. It is so good for the business, for the business development in the future. Actually, now we renovate our working space, and also we are planning, if everything is okay, actually we are planning to install new equipment this Saturday. Would like to thank once again the program, the partners, the donors who actually made our plans reality. We pay taxes.
Не користувалися послугою, що як податкові канікули.
Actually, we never had the tax vacations. Actually, we provide decent salaries for our personnel, and also we have
Діти, чоловіки на даний час воюють.
also those, for example, families whose husbands and brothers are in the front. Thank you, Katerina. And our next, the floor is open to Irina and Alexei Goncharovs. And the idea actually was born by you, Irina. Alexei implemented it. It's a real pleasure that to show, based on your example, that you gave support to IDPs. We understand it's so critical, and we are very happy that you were among the participants in this program. Actually, we realize that we need badly energy support because actually we relocate our business for the third time. When in 2014 we moved to Severodonetsk, but it was the Ukraine-controlled territory, Severodonetsk, and we were based there till the last day. And our business was the only business at the time, and we actually baked bread for the locals. And then actually then supplies delivery, it was so difficult to deliver. And then we did still this, but then when we, for example, actually that the distribution networks were broken and they had no power. For example, if we had had renewable power sources at that time, probably we stayed longer there. But now we realize that how it is important to have energy independent, energy resilient solutions. Now we understand what is the impact of these efforts because it is a very important resource which contributes a lot to the overall business in any for any businessman. For us, it's very because when I was very young, I went to the kindergarten in Norway. I have very good recollections about Norway. And now Alexei will add to what I have said. The point is that we have really very friendly attitudes from many governments, but here we would like to thank the government of Germany, government of Norway for their effort in support of Ukraine. We would like to thank all the partners in this program. For us, it's because we cannot live without electricity. We cannot work without electricity. It's true. And I thought one day,
як це, знаєте, більш, якщо подивитись на це.
If we take a look on the situation, we give a larger look on this, it's not only the support to the individual businesses like the fast food restaurant business, but for us it's important. Actually, we would like to be very convenient for all our visitors. In 2 minutes, we are supposed to give a ready meal for our clients. And we understand actually nutrition, it's really a feeding to the humans. We understand when you are fed, it means you are physically and mentally strong. And we understand that the energy that was made available for us through this program, it was transformed and converted as a light for all our clients. We understand that it is
у нас різні клієнти.
We have different visitors with different clients. We have musicians, we have journalists, we have businessmen, entrepreneurs, and for us it's very important what role energy plays today.
Наприклад, як одного з видів бізнесу, доносити цю енергію, цю
So this means that this support actually, when you give us the support in energy resilience, it means that with this you give support to any individual who gets to us, and then people, when they are fed and have a good nutritious meal, they are ready to work and to function successfully.
думав про це.
So this is a sort of here. First of all, I would like to say that we would like to thank all those who participated in this program. It's a very strong program. It's like air for humans. I realize in what atmosphere we are working. I understand all your words about energy conversion and energy feeding. But here also we have really a very good atmosphere. It's, let's say, the mandate for our business development fund for the future efforts in support of micro and small businesses. But I see that all these stories look to be very successful, but maybe in course of implementation you had some bottlenecks or challenges that were probably omitted, not taken into account either by the banks or partners, etc. Whether the procedure was clear for you, it was transparent. If you encountered any bottleneck, please convey all your thoughts, maybe something to be restored in order to make these programs more effective, more speedy and more efficient. As to organization, actually I wrote lots of feedback. As for me, I like everything because we had an experience earlier in grant-supported programs. Actually, in your program, everything went so smooth. Actually, no bottlenecks. Actually, we encountered, and from the very beginning, actually filling out all the forms, communications with the business development fund staff was very clear. Actually, all the issues were resolved very quick. Actually, what I would like to draw the attention in terms of implementation. Actually, the contractors, those who install because we start work with the contractors when we got money. Probably it was thought like this. We understand that today, because of it's a very important topic for discussion today. Actually, sometimes in installation system sphere, we have very many not decent actors, but proficiency is so important. We understand not very many as the service providers. They are not numerous, and there were some technical nuances. We understand. We encountered this and faced this in the time of installation, but For me, it's important, actually. It is one of the issues that to be in the focus because we understand that delivery timing also is so critical, all this to be agreed with the contractors, technical specifications. We should check all the technical items on this or that equipment. We understand the communication, solar panels, inverters. From the first glance, it looks like everything is clear. I'm not the electrician. I am not the electric sphere specialist. But we understand for certain inverters, only certain solar panel goes together. It's very critical. For us, is the distribution of channels on the strings, where it will be parallel or consecutive connection. It's so critical, believe me. And you understand all these technical issues sometimes arise, and actually we understand for this actually we dedicated our energy. You may imagine they start installations on the roof. It looks like that sometimes you think whether the contractor does, the contractor teams does everything properly. We understand that we should actually keep an eye on this because we understand we had a very rainy season now. We understand also we have some nuisances that arise because of the rains, and we see we have some leakages in the roof. And I'd like to mention that sometimes it happens. You find the contractor, you get to their office. They actually say that they are very proficient. They make you aware that they will do everything. They give you the list of the implemented programs. But for us, it's very important to have actually a chance to see when the contractor claims that they implemented lots of programs. For us, it's important to see really how they implemented the program, not in the office, but in the field, on the site. Because we understand those who, for example, install the solar panels and those who actually connect these panels to the equipment, they also have some technical issues to be discussed. The Business Development Fund, actually, we have another program for the physical entities and households, and here we will be giving the support to household. And actually, what we saw that we don't have enough companies who could actually be engaged, and here European Union partners, German government, actually they actually give us strong support. We give training for the installation companies how quickly and with a high quality to deliver services for different entities. Thank you very much for your comment on the bottlenecks. Well, Tatiana, everything goes much simpler because with the bank, actually, we had no issues arise. They were very supportive and proficient. We worked with Oshad Bank, and they were very supportive, and here no issues arise. Actually, some issues, some small technical issues on the forms, on the submission, filling out the forms, right? But it was very clear. But our technical issues, it's another issue. We had a team The team actually gives renovation to some space, and they know how popular is to install solar panels. And we have actually the big team where they have a small team who did solar panels installations with a high quality. So that's why here also we did not face any bottleneck, and we understand for this contractor it's very important that with his effort on the solar panel business, actually they made their business more profitable. Also, Vasil, the floor is yours. Please, what is your feedback? You understand? Everything was very simple. Everything was clear. Actually,
Все дуже просто.
everything goes very simple. You know, because we had an experiencer to work on grant-supported programs. It was very cumbersome effort, but with your program, everything was very simple and clear. Actually, we worked with Oshad Bank. We worked with Oshad Bank, and they said that that also they have a list of companies who claim that they know everything about solar panel installation. When I asked them where did it work, and they say we worked in ATB, but it's the office space, it's not the production space. But we did everything. Everything went very smooth, and no comments, bad comments on this. I would like. I have a small gift for you. It's the ball. It's the bullet. I got it from the Russian tank. And we will have it in our museum in the Business Development Fund. Thank you very much for your insights. I would like to thank you as well for all your contribution. You actually do a great support for Ukrainians on the part of the Business Development Fund, on the part of our partners, on the part of the ministries engaged. We would like to thank you for your work, and we are planning to give you the support in future. Please follow all the information on our platform. You will have the overall information on the newly launched programs, and no doubt more information also you may get from the banks. And now let's have the family photo. Let's organize it on the stage. Okay, and we are getting to our next section, and we will invite also very important actors in the business development effort, because all our programs are being implemented with the banks, the state banks and international banks, and for us it's very important that I'd like to invite to the stage to our panel representatives of our Julia Zhulanova, Oshad Bank, the head of the credit and support for micro, small and medium businesses department, Ukrgaz Bank representatives, Oleg Kapriak, the deputy head of the small and medium business department, Yana Shumunova, head and small and medium business department, Sands Bank, Valentin Shevchuk, head of the business architecture department, Bank Lviv.
Ну і колеги,
And colleagues, let's
розповість про
maybe also you will give us the story, what actually, how you may assess these programs, what is your successful story, what is the outcome. Julia
Ні.
Жуланова.
Чутно мене?
Yes, так.
Добрий день.
Okay, good afternoon. My name is Yulia Zhulanova. I'm the head of the credit and support MSME department. My responsibility is work with the businesses, entrepreneurs, when we invite them up to the time they reimburse the loans. I work in the banking sector 15 years.
То що про цю програму хочу сказати?
I'd like to mention that
Ще не переклікаю.
that
Хочу сказати, що
that
для мене бізнес
for me business is associated with resilience.
нещодавно
Quite recently, we had very massive attacks in Odessa, very similar to that we had that night. And when, for example, we had one poster, our shut business in one, and all the windows were broken. But in one company, we saw this poster. It means that banks actually are very supportive for your survival. For us, it's important that this also bank branch continued its work. We understand that we would like to thank the Business Development Fund for your effort because we have a very good implementation what was thought before. In the program, we had two components. As you know, there were two streams. In the first streams, we had a larger number of participants in Dnipropetrovska Oblast and in Kharkiv and in Sumy. They are in top because this is the regions they actually motivated clients to invite funding. We understand that the regions need a strong support. Secondly, our managers put a focus how to invite businesses. We were planning to give support to ladies' business, and we work in realities when very many men are in the front, and the ladies actually replace them in businesses. 40% of grants were delivered to ladies' businesses. In the second component, we have 28% of women, and here we may see that Kyiv and Zaporizhia regions, they were top two on the number of grants granted in Zaporizhia. In Zaporizhia, actually, largely this territory is occupied. Only 20% of territory is controlled by Ukraine, but businesses continue their work. Now we actually do know how, for example, to look for the opportunities that could made available grant-supported programs for businesses. They deliver trainings. They could actually provide very low interest, low-cost support. The businesses actually sometimes are combined. The important is they have the grant-supported chunk as well as they have actually another portion that is actually could be supported with a very decent collateral. The point is that very often the collateralized portion of the loan could be only 30%. This is also much facilitates the loan supported programs in such a combined schemes. Job placement is very important. We retained very many businesses through this program. Actually, also the point is that we are planning also to provide grants for more programs for ladies' businesses that
Ми називаємо в себе це гранти від Шона Пена.
That is Sean Penn grants. It's our internal name of the program. We are planning to give support to young entrepreneurs, because the training component also is included. Also, we will give them more knowledge how to market the products. And also, we understand there are very many programs that are dedicated for young men, for young people, and women. Also, it is the combined programs that include the grant-supported portion, grant-supported part, and the loan-supported part. And we will be pleased to work with you in future. Thank you very much, Julia, for the wonderful results. Actually, you also provided a very good coverage of the regions, and very important that actually 70% of grants actually were channeled to the most devastated regions, and for us it's very critical, and our partners have highlighted this, and based on this, actually they think about enlargement and enlargement of these programs. I see somebody raised the question. Greetings to all of you. My name is Alessia Shlyachova. I am from Zaporizhia. I would like to thank all the partners for the support of this program. First of all, I'd like to thank the state representatives of Ashad Bank. The initial baseline information I had from Ardyukhova Darina Valdemirovna. She's the head of the branch, and she actually keeps her hand on the pulse, and she disseminates this information to the businesses. In Zaporizhia, public catering actually is my business. And actually, earlier we received the 3 grants. Then on business energy resilience is the 3rd grant-supported program. For me, we have already implemented it. It's a very good opportunity for the business development in such regions as Zaporizhia. Thank you. Thank you very much, Olesa, for your feedback, and we are also happy that you did work with Ashad Bank. On my part, also, I would like to thank you. You have been engaged in these 3 grant-supported programs, but please, if you know that there is a grant-supported program in this or that sphere, please put your applications and use all your opportunities. Valentin, what can you say, how you can assess this program? What is your feedback? Thank you, Valeria. I'd like to thank the government of Germany, the government of Norway, as well as the Business Development Fund. You have actually engaged us in this program. We are always ready to work on not only on the loan-supported programs, but as well as the combined schemes. And we have other grant-supported programs, and actually we understand that with this we will be giving a big support to all the entrepreneur and business actors. For me, it's very interesting that we have representatives of different industries. I'd like to compare our country with a human's body. Economy, in this sense, for me, is associated with the blood circulation system. It's a very interesting fact that the length of all the vessels is more than 100,000 kilometers. You may imagine we have very small vessels, but including capillaries, it's 100,000 all in all in length. Like in business, small micro businesses, it's like capillaries. When they operate with this or that resources, they could actually create businesses and work and pay taxes. Energy resilience, it's about uninterruptedness. All this allows businesses to have uninterrupted business without any regard for the Russians' attacks. And here also, similar to the human's body, this energy allows blood circulation through the entire body and not to have infarctions and we understand if we don't have a strong economy, we cannot stand against the enemy. As to our results, we actually granted 11 grants all in all. Out of those, on the three component, there were no loan-supported component, and 3 million and 5.6 million all in all. But we understand 11 businesses became more sustainable, and they. As to the program, actually, for us, it was a sort of a complex effort. Initially, we have our representative offices only in 2 regions. Depending on the category, but half of the grants were delivered to the third category. We understand that actually with this we did supported the businesses in the regions where we are present. We would like to thank you for the mobility of your bank because we redid the IT platform, communication mechanism. You did it so perfectly and very quick. We would like to thank you, and very nice comparison was given with the human body. Jana, representative of the Sense Bank, how you were doing, how you did implemented the program. Maybe we would like to make more improvements. It's a sort of a very nice day, the day of gratitude, because we have very many those who thank the partners, who thank the donors, and thanks to this program, actually, we have certain opportunities opened for this program. The point is that actually in this program, in the profile of the banks, actually we participated first time in the grant-supported program effort for Ukrainian micro and small businesses. But this first experience was very good. We actually provided information for our clients. All our personnel also was engaged. As to the results, out of 19 applications, without a loan-supported component, we had 8 programs. 7 out of these 8 actually implemented the program. Those who submitted application with a loan-supported component, unfortunately, on their financial standing, were not approved. I believe that it's a very cool program. It's very understandable, very clear for the clients, for all the actors, because all our participants were not supposed to write business plans. But if we share, actually, we had a wonderful feedbacks because when they submit the package of the documents through the platform, sometimes, they were supposed to get again to the office, but it was the first our attempt to work with this program, and every second grant-supported program, every next supported programs, no doubt, will be facilitated with our experience, and clients will feel more comfortable. That's all I was planning to say. Jana, thank you very much for your feedback. You are very responsible because you launched this program very quickly. The trust of businesses, the trust for international programs, it is thanks to your contribution. Thanks to other 40 banks who also participated in this program, because we understand international partners also trust our mechanisms, not only participants of the programs. I would like also to add, actually, I was really energized with our previous session. It's so nice to invite businesses for such event, because you may imagine how they actually energized the atmosphere of our event. I don't know whether they are planning to open the restaurant in Kiev, but we understand. Then you see the experience of dry and hall Zavertai. Experience is really nice. The mood is so high. And the floor is opened to Oleg Kaplyak, representative of Ukrgazbank. What is your experience? What do you believe and think it is to be resolved and improved? Голосніше, будь ласка. Okay. Good afternoon to all of you. As to our results, actually, we understand that our engagement was not as large as our colleagues, but we had 40 applications submitted, 5 clients were approved. They got both a grant-supported component and the combined program with grant-supported and loan-supported program. They actually worked in the energy, renewable energy field. And as to the target audience, for us it's important to understand that we could work with the businesses that could actually had now the experience of working in the time of power outages. And when they were starting business, they did not envisage that they will be working in such environment and conditions. And with this program, no doubt, we much facilitated business, day-to-day business of those who have now independent, energy resilient running. It's true, this program is a very good example for the scaling up, and on the we understand here we have a very good experience how to work through the IT programs. It's a very wonderful experience. Let's enlarge our cooperation. We understand that no doubt all your banks that are present here, no doubt that had some expenses and costs dedicated for the participation in our IT program. We understand that it is much desirable in future to use this common IT platform. We understand with the next few future programs, no doubt IT platform operations through the IT platform, no doubt also will allow reduce your costs and your costs for the administering the IT platform operation. There were some negative issues that were highlighted, technical issues. We understand that banks have the list of technical companies and enterprises that could actually work in the investment-supported programs. But we understand that whether we could seek the support from the bank on the advice of the technical actors, it's true, technical issues. Do you see any role of the bank in this niche? How they could facilitate this in future? I would like to specify technical component. What do you mean? For example, we accept the suppliers, contractors, and they, for example, could actually facilitate searching of such technical contractors. As to the suppliers, and we as a bank have implemented more than 1.6 billion, 1.6 billion hryvnias businesses on distribution. And here we have actually very decent suppliers, and many of our partners actually could get support from us. Here actually we could speak about the construction contractors as well as equipment installation contractors. If you have a decent supplier, no doubt, because if such contractors work with the bank-supported programs, it means that we have already tried them. We understand also that today very many young people and proficient people are recruited and mobilized, but many of the partners today actually they have suppliers that could actually could do a decent work, and we say that they have their own expertise, they are interested that their equipment to be based on the technical specification. So, thank you very much. How all this works in your bank? I would like to comment on this as well. It's true, we are actively develop the partners program on energy efficiency. We have partners who work with the solar panels programs. If, for example, we could recommend the partner who is treated by us as a decent one, but when we have the grant-supported programs, sometimes we had actually we had very many visitors who proposed us a package-based solutions. Getting back to our program we discussed today, I would like to add we had the clear segmentation on the first component. We worked with micro enterprises. We have a very tough criteria, selection criteria, 2 billion euro turnover. It's a micro enterprise. Tourist company, for example. Another is production enterprise. As for me, 2 billion euros, for me, it's a sort of a limitation. That's why with this limitation of 2 billion euros turnover, actually, we did not engage very many decent actors and participants. Okay, we will take all this into account. Yana? Oleg? Yes, we have actually a crediting system for the suppliers. We have a very good experience with the energy conservation equipment, and we actually verify the supplier or the turnkey package solutions. For us, it's important to be sure in his business reputation and the proficiency. So we have a list of the so-called accredited by the bank partners. Similar to this, it's in all the banks, all this system works. We have a very good experience in funding energy efficient programs. We have accredited companies, partners programs. Today, I actually heard that businesses also highlighted it. It will be for us the home task, how, for example, to communicate with the clients, maybe to put more focus, to propose them technical partners who are treated as a decent partners by the bank. I understand that today lots of businesses actually are present at this event, and it's very important message you gave for them that you have the list of accredited suppliers, and no doubt it will really facilitate the process in future. I would like to thank you, colleagues, for very efficient implementation of this program, 6 months timing, and on the part of our business development program, I would like to say that on the horizon, we are having more programs. We will be ready to engage you in future. Thank you. Dear partners, dear guests, we are wrapping up our event, and here I would like to invite the the head of the Business Development Fund, Mr. Hopon. Colleagues, it's nice to be with you. Actually, I'm on my annual leave now. It's my first annual leave for the last 3 years. It's a very good opportunity for me to meet with you because we are implementing a very important program together with our partners from Germany, from Norway. Results are very good as we see, and also it was very nice also that we have invited businesses for our event because they actually benefited from our program, and actually with this program they actually prove again that when, for example, there is a knowledge available on the program, when businesses and have this knowledge how to work on the grant-supported programs, no doubt we can not only the rescue business, but we could also develop the business. 140 businesses in the equivalent of the 63 million hryvnias funding what was made available for them. 110 of them for micro enterprises and 30 of those to the small businesses. We understand that maybe for the future phases we will have more participants engaged and beneficiaries. As I said, it was said today is a day of gratitude today. First of all, I would like to thank all the businesses that have been engaged, international donors that are with us. We would like to thank all the banks who work in the regions, because they have a much closer look on the businesses in the areas where they work. Would like to thank Valery Mayboroda, the first deputy chairperson of the board of the Business Development Fund, because he contributed a lot from the very beginning of launching this program. Always also would like to thank those who contributed to this program. I hope that we will be meeting very soon. And thank you. Thanks to all of you. Thank you, colleagues. Thank you that you were with us at this event. And you actually assessed our work. For us, it's important. And for us, it's important that all these results are known by our partners, by the donors. And with this, no doubt, we will be able to scale up our achievements. We will be having more time together. I invite you for the networking. So thank you very much.